I had that paranoid feeling of like, oh, nobody's going to show up. So it's so nice to see you all here. If anyone has heard me talk about the book at all, or if you've taken a look at it, then you'll know that it's written in the first person, but it's alternating points of view of two different women, and a little bit of a play on the title of the Janus Affair. It's the two women are Janus and Justine. So I am going to read just from the opening chapter, which is Janus, and then I will follow that with just a little bit further in with Justine. Although I just realized I have my bookmark in the wrong spot. Okay. And a couple of people have just arrived, so I'll wait for them to walk into and then I will get started. I don't know where Rick is. He's disappeared. He's officially a missing person, but that would suggest I miss him. And I don't. Not officially. The police wonder about that, why Rick's secretary was the one to file the report, but it's not like she didn't ask me. It's not like I was already so far out of the equation that I'm not a consideration when it comes to the whereabouts of my husband. Do you know where he is? She had asked in a tone that barely lifted to form a question. No, I'd said. And with that, it seemed like the question of Rick's whereabouts should have been over and done with. But it wasn't. Instead, the police came banging at my door, asking to see a husband they knew wouldn't be there. And maybe it's routine to ask the wife to come down to the station and put her into one of these windowless rooms with the one-way glass. I don't mind. It's a chance to talk about Rick without annoying my friends. How would it look if I continued my one-tone moan even after he's disappeared? The man's missing. And listen to her bitch. To have someone listen further would require a therapist. The police are saving me the expense. Did he treat you properly? I savor the question. I suppose it shouldn't be surprising that I've ended up treating the interrogation room as a confessional with a mirror so I can check my performance. A confessional with two priests, Detectives Stinson and O'Malley. And why not? With good Irish names like that, there must be vestiges of Catholic in them. Perhaps the vestige of Italian in me recognizes it. They even have a bit of the priest about them. Kindly, world-weary, solicitous, ready to hear my sins. O'Malley, the woman, which I guess is not that priestly, is particularly interested. In truth, it's all a bit gossipy. We should have a pot of tea or a fruit-flavored martini. We should go to a bar afterwards and pick up men who are too young for us. But instead, O'Malley and Stinson change tack. Not right away, mind, but just as I feel like I'm hitting my stride, walking that precarious line between rant and sensitive monologue, somewhere between the ridiculous and the sympathetic. So essentially, Rick stopped coming home, I conclude. But he still came home at night, Stinson snorts. Yes. So what you're really saying is he wasn't always home in the evenings? I nod. And the weekends. Most weekends. So what you're really saying, Stinson pauses to take a look at his notes, is Rick stopped staying home on Saturday mornings so you could lollygag in bed and then go for fresh bagels and coffee. I don't even nod this time. It's then that O'Malley decides to become the bad cop. Petite myself, I know how much rage a small body can contain. I envy her the outlet. Not that it helps, not that it's productive, as Rick would say. Rick cares about being productive. Didn't you wonder where he was? She asked. Didn't you wonder what he was up to all those evenings, all those weekends? At work, I say. O'Malley huffs. I have to say, I'm a bit incredulous that a man could work quite that much. Incredulous that an intelligent woman would believe him. That's the word she uses. The exact one. Intelligent. How did she know? Is it the glasses? I don't feel intelligent. Here I am, a grown woman with a good job, a house in an affluent neighborhood, in the 7th year of my marriage to a respectable man, staring at myself in the darkened glass of a one-way mirror, wondering who might be staring back. I could always get in touch with him. He was always reachable. Always, Stinson asks, but the tone is incredulous. Always. Except for now, of course. O'Malley and Stinson stare me down. All signs of priestliness are gone. I'm not sure what went wrong, I try again. Ours was a happy marriage, to start. I can see my answers disappoint them. They expected more of me, believed they were right to do so the way that I walked in here with the flinching face of a woman with secrets to tell. And all they're getting is my magazine-inspired attempts to understand what went wrong in my marriage. Sure, I can talk and talk about Rick, but they don't really care about Rick, or at least not in isolation. They're looking for facts, evidence even, that Rick had something to do with Amber's disappearance. I know that. Rick and Amber disappeared at the same time.